Vida la vida. Vida la vida. Vida la vida. Okay. Welcome to episode 3 of Open for Correction. I'm Ryan, and I stand to be corrected when I say African cultural practices are overrated as fuck. Yes, they're overrated as fuck. But before we get into the content matter of today, I have to apologize. I have to address a few things in front of the cabinet. You understand? As the Minister of Corrections, I have to address the cabinet on certain issues. I was held accountable by some ministers about my failure to deliver an episode last week. Now, on my end, the problem was it was network, dog. I can't lie to you, it was network. That was like literally, it was network. I'm having network problems, or I'm still having them. But I made a plan for this episode. By the time that I made a plan for last week's episode, it was already like 4 days, like 4 days over when it was supposed to drop. Episode 2, I talked about label aim in that episode. I talked about Standard Bank. I talked about what did I talk about? Like, I'll drop the clip, the short clip of the episode. You guys tell me if you want it or not. You feel me? But I'm saying we move on to episode 3. To my first episode, I had, I think, 25 views, 24 views. Thank you for watching. You understand? This is something new that I'm trying, obviously. And I appreciate every one of you for clicking, even for showing interest. You know, some people might say 24 is not a lot. 24 is a classroom. When you were in school and you were told to make presentations, you felt nervous standing in front of that classroom, and that's a lot of people, you understand? So I appreciate you guys. Thank you, shout out, but this is still something I was gonna do either ways, because I do want to have this platform open for correction. Is exactly what it says. Open for correction. You understand? I'm a person of opinions. I'm a person who wants to say shit. I have opinions on certain things. I have opinions on African traditional practices and cultures. I think they're overrated as fuck. I think people put value on them, or too much value, like there's too much value on them that should not be there. I was having a conversation with someone about this. Now, for context, I stay in Zambia, or I'm currently in Zambia. I don't stay here. I'm currently in Zambia for school, varsity, and I stay in SA. So obviously, yeah, being a guy who grew up in SA, coming here, there's a big culture shock, cultural differences. Niggas here see shit differently, right? You understand? They have a different morality, different values. What's taboo here is normal back in SA. So we were talking about marriage cultural practices. Now, amongst African traditions, it's almost similar, you understand? But this was my first time hearing of such in detail. I can't remember the traditional culture this person was explaining it ago. So she was explaining that when a woman is about to get married, there are certain cultural practices she has to take part in, or she has to perform before the official marriage. And you know how us bros, all I know from the nigga side is we play lobola, and yeah. Now, I'm not a very cultural person. I'm not a very traditional person. I know almost close to nothing about my culture or tradition. But remember, I'm sharing this without ignorance. You understand? I'm open to learn. But to go back to the story, she was explaining that the lady, number one, in the process of doing the cultural practices and all that and traditional stuff, she is taught how to have sex with the man. She's taught how to please the man. That's how she puts it. She's taught how to please the man. There's a lady who will take her. They will show her that, hey, when you're with your man, they'll show positions and all of that. And then once she's done, she does a dance, like a dance, sex dance, you know. They don't call it a sex dance, but I'm calling it a sex dance, because in that dance, you know, obviously drunk, yeah, they don't sound like that, but this is my imagination. working here. But you know, she's there dancing, you know, whatever she's doing, you know what I mean? And then she has to get into those positions. She has to integrate those positions into the dance, you feel me? So she has to dance into an arch, dance into legs open, dance into hey, bro. This dance is done in front of every woman of the family, you know. So you have the grandmothers, the aunts, the daughters, your sisters, your cousins. Every woman is there. You're in the middle. Circle. You're opening up a circle of this sex dance. When they do that, then the lady has to cook. She has to show the family that she can cook pap, sad. Yeah, they call it nshima. There's a small pot and a big pot. So she starts with a small pot, and what she does is she has to cook it with her mouth. So she puts the mini meal with her mouth. Like hands will be behind the back. She's cooking this with the mouth, my nigga. You feel me? Mini meal, mouth. Water, mouth. Stir, mouth. Then once that's done, she moves on to the big pot. Obviously, I know about the big pot, you know, the huge ass pot. Now, yeah, I'm listening to this and she's telling me all of this. And I'm like, all right, you know, that's cool for you guys. You feel me? That's amazing. Understand? There's nothing wrong with that. It's your tradition, it's your culture. Then she asked me a question about whether if I do plan to marry Zambian, would I mind if she does all of that? I said no. No, wait, no. I said yes. I wouldn't mind. This is my wife. I wouldn't want her performing a six dance in front of other people. I don't care if it's ladies or niggas, but no, I wouldn't want her to cook for other niggas. This is how I see it. The six dance, like I said she's taught how to please a man. You feel me? Now listen. I'm gonna get into this later. I prefer a woman with higher body counts than ones with low body counts. I'm assuming that whole sex thing is due to them assuming that your wife is a virgin. So I can't understand that. But me personally, I don't care about those certain situations and those certain things, you understand? So I don't give a fuck, you feel me? And I wouldn't want my wife to be doing that shit. Then we got into a mini debate about, because she was like, you have to do it because it's tradition and culture. I was like, I don't have to do shit. I don't fucking have to do shit. My wife doesn't fucking have to do shit. Just because I'm African doesn't mean I have to partake in these cultures and traditions. You understand? Like, that's fucked up. Like, let's get that narrative out of our minds. I saw that this thing is deep. Because there are niggas out there who will put their culture and their traditions above how they feel. Example, niggas who get circumcised. Not every nigga who goes and gets circumcised believes in circumcision. My nigga, obviously you go in there because now your uncles are telling you that you're gonna be a man. You don't need to be circumcised to be a man, dog. You understand? Like, fuck, dog, a dick is a dick, foreskin is foreskin. There are niggas out there without foreskin but still act like bitches. They value their tradition and their cultures, practices above their own morals. And I was telling them that, yo, it doesn't have to be like this, bro. We are the new generation of Africans. That's a thing, you feel me? Like, gone are the days, bro. Gone are the days. Gone are the days. Like, we have information now. We have information now. They probably justify the whole circumcision thing by saying that your dick will grow. Your dick does not grow if you get circumcised. You understand? Your dick will grow regardless. You feel me? If you have a small dick, that's you, gang. You feel me? You can be circumcised and an uncircumcised nigga can have a bigger dick than you. You feel me? Now, this show is not about dicks because I did get comments about why I'm starting the show talking about dicks. I'm not obsessed with dicks, but I use dicks because that's what hits home. I then went on to explain to this girl that I'm having a conversation with that these practices, these cultures, they outdated. We live in a society now where women are very independent. There's more equality than ever, dog. Expectations for women are no longer you have to be able to cook, you have to be able to clean. There was a time where it wasn't expected for a woman to be educated because they couldn't get education. So when you went to marry a woman, there by the negotiations, you wouldn't ask that she have a degree. You understand? If she had a degree, it would be looked down upon and be like, aye. Times have changed. You feel me? Now, When you say my daughter's educated, my nigga, you are paying more. That's 2, 3 more cows right there. A degree, huh? Okay, look at it this way. The fact that she's a virgin or the fact that she doesn't know about it can be an experience for both partners. You understand? If the nigga wanted a sex champion, a girl who knows how to ride, a girl who knows how to throw it back, he should have went for a girl who knows how to throw it back. There are niggas who go for virgins. Niggas go for, like, niggas marry virgins for a reason, my nigga. Let's actually take this to my next point, which is body count, because I also had this conversation with someone where I say body count shaming is trivial. And body count is trivial. It's a trivial question. If you're a real nigga out here, you would know that niggas are fucking. Niggas are fucking, bro. I just thought that, like, people, you know, but until, like, until I went out my shell, you know, experienced the world, and I saw that people are fucking. People are horny fast. Everyone chowing each other. It's not a problem. You get me? It's not a problem. People just genuinely enjoy sex. I think niggas are focused on the wrong thing when it comes to body count. Because I then make this argument that you get 2 women, 2 girls, you know, that have body counts. You understand? This one is 10, this one is 3. I would then argue that it doesn't matter the number, it matters how she got them. So this one could have 10, but she was in 10 relationships. You understand? She wasn't cheating. She wasn't sleeping around. These were niggas she loved. She genuinely have feelings for. Mara, this one has 3. You know? But she's in each of these 3, she was selling it. She was selling sex. She was indulging in prostitution. She was a whore. You understand? She was a hoe. You feel me? She was a hoe. You feel me? This is a hoe, bro. You understand? Let's get our definitions right. I believe that you never go use sex to get something, you know, from niggas, you know. I don't know whether it be dates, whether it be you get sex, you use sex to get food, you use sex as a means of survival. That's when I'll say, okay, now this is a hoe. This is someone where they've put sex, like, sex to them is no longer about enjoyment, but rather as a means to get things. And those people are far more dangerous, bro. If your wife or your woman you plan to marry is like this, chances are she will cheat on you. She will cheat on you. Unlike this one where, yeah, 10 bodies. Nah, no, 10 niggas are a lot. 10 niggas in a line. If you actually visualize body counts, it might disgust you. You just accept that when it's your gang, it's your turn. When it's you, it's your turn. You feel me? And any real nigga will tell you that the best sex comes from these girls who know what they're doing. You understand? They know how to take it. They know how to arch. They know how to ride. You understand? These virgins don't know shit. Like, real niggas speak up, bro. Real niggas, tell me if you hear. You understand? Tell me if you hear in the comments. Mara, real niggas know this shit. You feel me? The same way women would prefer niggas who know what they're doing. I'm pretty sure the last thing a woman wants to hear when having sex is it in? Like, hi, bab, you feel me? And the dudes who think that body count matters, there's hypocrisy there. I understand where it comes from. It comes from tradition, it comes from cultures, they make you conservative and all that shit, you understand? But I just, like, in my opinion, I think we're going about it the wrong way. We shouldn't look at body count, we should just look at track record. Like, are you a cheater? I think that's what matters the most. You can have 50 bodies but be a loyal person. Yeah, it's unlikely, but yes, it's possible. And on the topic of shaming, I also had a conversation about fat people. It's not fair, dog, what's happening to them. I'm not a body positivity activist. I'm none of those things. You understand? If you're fat, you have to work on it. You understand? Yo, here's my stats. Being fat is not a choice. It is, however, your responsibility. We gotta educate ourselves here. I got educated, so let me share my education with you guys. Bodies are different. Genetics play a key role in how someone like extracts fats, like extracts nutrients and things from food. You feel me? Example, I got brothers. I got an older brother and I got two younger brothers. They're twins. You see, my older brother and my younger brother, those motherfuckers can eat and eat like stuff. Like, bro, they can chow, dog. They can eat, my nigga. You understand? And they will never gain weight. Like nothing at all. Like nothing. You feel me? Like these niggas can have 5 burgers every day for 7 days, and they will not become fat. Matter of fact, my little brother, he can finish a pizza and a burger and still go run a 5-kilometer marathon and finish in top 3. You understand? Some niggas are genuinely built like that. And then you get me, where if we eat just above, you'll find that when fat people, or when we talk about certain fat people, I won't say all of them, but most of them, it's not a choice. It's not by choice to become fat, bro. Like they're eating the same way me and you eat. You understand? Like I explained with my brother and I, or some of my brothers and I, we can literally eat the same food, same meals. Like, bro, we stay under the same house, dog. We eat the same food, but you can find that I will gain more weight, or I will gain weight and he will still remain the same. I will start to look different after 2 weeks. Like, I'll get a belly. There'll be more fat around my chest. You understand? Like, I always had a chest, but now it will look like tits. You feel me? Like, now you feel me? Like, I don't know if you can see, but there's some fat there. You feel me? But like, if I burn that fat, there's a chest. I work for this shit, motherfuckers. You feel me? These are not tits. These are full any fucking chest. You hear me? But yes, same household, same meals, but as I will get fat. You understand? It's not by choice. It's not my fault. You understand? It's just how I'm built. However, it's then my responsibility to watch my weight. It's then my responsibility to burn the fat. It's then my responsibility to regulate and maintain everything. The problem I see in fat shaming now is that we are being tough to everyone. In the same way our bodies are not the same, we do not grow up the same. I grew up differently. And in my family, I was taught, or I was raised, or I had to adapt to having thick skin, tough skin, to be able to receive banter, take insults as banter. When I was in primary school, I was fat. You know what my family does? They bully me, guy. They fat shamed the fuck out of me as a primary school kid, as a fucking 5th grader, bro. Whenever there was athletics day, and I'll tell my mom or people at home, dog, there will be no. If I told them that I'm coming, or at least I'm gonna try and come number 1, people would laugh. They would dead as laugh at me, dog. Like, that's bullying, bro. That's shaming me, guy. You feel me? But again, it's a family that I was raised in. I was taught to have tough skin. So how I took that information was, okay, let me just say this. They bullied a 5th grader into exercising. You understand? Like, they made me insecure about my body as a 5th grader, my own family. But again, we did not grow up the same. How I am, or how I was raised, or how I receive personal attacks is different from a lot of people. It's different from other people. So now I can't now go, because I grew up in my family, to have tough skin, go to someone else and give them the same treatment. Maybe in their family they were sensitive. You understand? Now, if you know, giving the person discourage, shaming them, making fun of them, that shit, it will do a lot of negative, bro. Like, there's no positive there. You feel me? Yes, I understand some people's more like motives behind it, saying that, you know, we use it as motivation, but again, you can use it as motivation, but other niggas don't take it like that. You feel me? All I'm saying is, have some empathy, have some sympathy. Like, don't be a dick. Don't be a dick and shame girls who their body count when you want a girl who can ride. Don't be a dick and shame fat people, dog. Like, the fuck, nigga. And like, yeah, but at the same time, you fat niggas, you should not be delusional about it, you understand? Like if you're fat, we are gonna say you're fat, you understand? Like I have a fat friend. I can like we make jokes about his fat, you understand? But again, there's love. I think if it's bad when there's disgust in it, you understand? You know how some niggas they feel disgusted when they see when they like see fat person. Some niggas feel disgusted when there's a fat girl around. Just yes. Anyways, that's the episode for today. Guys, please, this like the channel, like the name of the channel suggests, open for correction. If you disagree with anything I said in today's episode, I'm not gonna fight you. You understand? DM me. You know, if you're a viewer and you have my number, tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where you think I'm fucking it up. You understand? Or better yet, you see the comment section. It's always open. You understand? Or the cabinet is always in session. You understand? So go there. Call me to order. You know, if you have a point of order, go into the comment section. You understand? Call me out. Build this community, like I said. 24 viewers, 25 viewers, we start there. We start somewhere. How I see this thing, I see it. Thank you guys. Please like, please comment, please subscribe.